The White House says the stations being shut down in Texas, Idaho, Montana, and California are not in high priority areas. But some critics fear the move will seriously jeopardize efforts to fight drug cartels and illegal immigration. Texas Congressman Ted Poe joins us live from Capitol Hill. Congressman Poe, thank you very much for being back in the program. So the Obama administration says, look, we're hitting some Texas like Lubbock, Amarillo, Dallas. You know, they're not border towns. We have to allocate our limited resources, and we're going to move what resources we have down closer to the southern border. What's wrong with that?
Well, we need more resources on the border. We need more Border Patrol, we need the National Guard, we need local law enforcement, but we also need interior enforcement. Because when the drug cartels, the coyotes, and the human traffickers get across the border, there ought to be some mechanism to have a second line of defense to capture them. And so these Border Patrol stations are in areas of the vastness of West Texas, some of them, where they're able to come in contact with those cartels, those traffickers that get across the first line of defense. So we need a balanced approach. We need both. It's unwise just to put all the resources on the border.
Given the position of the Obama administration in Arizona, which is, we don't want your help, local law enforcement, in enforcing the immigration laws, once you remove these Border Patrol stations from these cities, what are the locals to do if they find an illegal immigrant who doesn't meet the Obama administration's, definition of sort of a potentially deportable person? You know, they're basically concentrating on felons and people who recently crossed the border. So what are they supposed to do now?
They don't know. I mean, 6 of these closed border stations will be in Texas, interesting enough. And in parts of West Texas, the local sheriffs, the local law enforcement that capture folks coming in the United States illegally, like drug cartels, now they have these people, they have no place to put them. What are they supposed to do? Call somebody else to come get them and wait for hours? There are no resources for us to turn those people that are captured by local law enforcement over to the federal government if the federal government is not there. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to move Border Patrol agents from these areas of the state and put them somewhere else.
Now, they say that this is going to be a savings of about $1.3 million a year when they close these 9 or 10 and they say that they are merely redeploying and reallocating resources at or near the border. Do you know for a fact, Congressman, whether they are going to take that staff and move the staff down closer to the Mexican border, or are these positions being eliminated?
Well, we don't know. We hear the rhetoric from the White House that we're going to put these Border Patrol agents where they'll be of more use. We don't know where that is. But once again, Megan, we need them in both places. If we need resources, if the administration thinks we need more resources on the border, and I think we do, let's put more people on the border. But let's have more border security in the interior enforcement. Because when the drug cartels realize that they can cross the border, if they get across the border, they're home free and they can go anywhere in the United States unless there's a second line of defense to be looking out for these guys. Well,
and now we know that in some of these towns there's not going to be any Border Patrol office. And so, it's sort of been telegraphed what towns those are. Apparently, according to your fellow representatives from Texas, they say that the Amarillo and Lubbock stations alone, which are being closed, accounted for 638 apprehensions of illegal immigrants just this year. Congressman, I got to run. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Megan.
All the best. Well, up next.